Welcome everyone to the video tutorial on assignment number 2, ecological footprint. We'll start by looking at the template for this assignment. So it gives some background on your ecological footprint, and we'll be learning more about that in week 7. But essentially, your ecological footprint is a way of measuring the amount of resources you consume to sustain your lifestyle. So for part 1 of this assignment, you'll be using answers or results from your ecological footprint. So you'll click on this link and calculate your ecological footprint, and then answer the questions. So be sure to answer both parts of the question. So in this case, it's looking for your ecological footprint, the number of planets and global hectares. Also make sure that you're answering in full sentences. So my ecological footprint is 1.9 planets and 4.1 global hectares. Okay, rather than just putting 1.9 planets, 4.1 global hectares. And the number of marks give you an idea of how many points you want to make. So in this case, you'll get a full point for stating a lifestyle choice and how that contributes to your ecological footprint. If you have 3 lifestyle choices and how it contributes to your ecological footprint, you'll get 3 out of 3. The second part is about greening your lifestyle, or changing some of the answers in your ecological footprint to reflect choices that you may make in the future to become more environmentally sustainable. Again, it's really important that in part 1, you be fully honest. So if you commute every day for long distances on your own, say that. That's all right. And then in the second part, now it's creating that action plan for reducing your footprint. So here you'll want to be discussing some of the lifestyle choices and also the barriers. So let's say you want to bike to work rather than commuting. And that may mean that you have to take more time in the morning, so that you have to wake up earlier. So talk about some of those barriers you might face and how you will overcome them. And then finally, part 3 is about reflecting on your ecological footprint. So both personal opinion as well as tying in the ideas of the footprint with some of the other concepts we've learned in the course. So let's head over to the footprint calculator. So when you go into the footprint calculator, the first thing you'll be asked is where you're located. So for most of you, I imagine you're in Ontario, but certainly if you're from another part of the world, please go ahead and select that location. From there, you'll be given a choice for French or English. Select English. It will also ask you whether you want to log in. Logging in or creating an account is helpful if you want to review your answers at a later time, but for now I'll just sign in as a guest. You can create your gender or create your person, select your gender and randomly generate, or you can go ahead and have fun with that. The gender really will not affect your results. And then you'll go ahead and enter in some of your answers. So again, this is the first time through, you want to be as accurate as possible. If you love meat and you eat meat all the time, go ahead and say you eat meat with nearly every meal. So bacon at breakfast and ham sandwich at lunch and then steak for dinner. So, and also make sure that you're entering in the detailed information rather than just the basic information. And it'll bring you through food and shelter and goods and a variety of different questions. At the end, your results will look something like this. So you can see the number of planets, number of global hectares, and the breakdown by land type, as well as the overall breakdown. For part 2, and again, this is for information for part 1. For part 2, you want to go and edit your footprint. So using this visual here, you can either change information about your shelter, about your food, about your goods, about your travel. And so this is where you can say, okay, let's say I won't buy as much every month, and that might reduce your footprint. When you recalculate those answers, it will create a new results for you, and you can show results here. You may not want to click reset your quiz because that will wipe your answers. So you just go back in and select new information. So that's all for this video tutorial. Students have really enjoyed this assignment in the past and found it to be a pretty interesting and in some cases surprising results. And so I hope you enjoy this assignment, and good luck.